In the year 1474, in the city of Basel, Switzerland, a domestic rooster found himself at the center of a formal criminal proceeding. The animal's historical significance lies not in anything it intended to do, but in what it was accused of doing. Late medieval Europe took law, theology, and symbolism very seriously, and not only when humans were involved. Courts at the time routinely tried animals for crimes ranging from property damage to homicide. These trials followed legal procedure, included witnesses, and were overseen by magistrates who believed justice must be consistent even when the defendant had feathers. Basel, a prosperous and well-educated city, was home to jurists and clergy trained in both Roman law and Christian doctrine. When an event seemed to violate the natural order, it was not dismissed as coincidence. It was investigated, which is how a rooster became evidence. This context makes what happened next easier to understand, if no less perplexing. Because the rooster was not accused of violence, noise, or disorder, it was accused of biology. The rooster had laid an egg. This was considered deeply troubling. Medieval natural philosophy held that roosters could not produce eggs unless something unnatural was involved. Worse still, contemporary belief suggested that such an egg might be used in sorcery or, under the most alarming theories, hatch into a basilisk. Upon witnessing a rooster laying an egg, most of us, one would hope, would say something to the order of, "Oh, that rooster is actually a hen," and then eat the egg with some tasty bacon, maybe a slice of toast, unless you're a vegetarian, in which case, why do you have chickens anyway? Maybe to eat the ticks in your yard? I don't know. We're not here to discuss why a vegetarian or vegan might enjoy having farm animals as pets, so please stop distracting me with this nonsense. Rather than destroy the egg quietly and move on, the city initiated a criminal trial. The rooster was formally charged with a crime against nature. The rooster was accused of witchcraft. Testimony was taken. Arguments were presented. The court even acknowledged that the animal likely lacked intent, but concluded that intent was irrelevant. The act itself was deemed too dangerous to ignore. The rooster was found guilty and sentenced to death. Just as it often is with humans who have been convicted of witchcraft, the chicken and its egg were burned alive at the stake in order to eliminate any perceived supernatural threat. The execution did not trigger disaster, demonic infestation, or the emergence of a basilisk. The city of Basel continued as before. Today, the trial serves as a striking example of how fear, belief, and legal rigor can combine to produce outcomes that would appear absurd in hindsight, but were entirely rational within their historical framework. The Basel Rooster Trial reminds us that history's strangest endings are often less about the individual and more about the systems surrounding them. Law, tradition, and belief can be powerful forces, capable of transforming even an ordinary barnyard animal into an existential threat. If nothing else, it serves as a quiet warning about what happens when certainty outruns evidence. Great, now I'm hungry for eggs and bacon. Actually, no. Pancakes sound better.